Hello everybody, Element12 here, and welcome to this week's episode of Review on Titan, the weekly thingamabob where I watch each episode of Attack on Titan, subbed and dubbed, as it premieres on Toonami, and discuss them, review them, talk about them, compare them. This week's episode, as I remember what the name was, is episode 23. I'm on my laptop. It is Smile, Smile, Raid to Stohess District. Stohess District, Part 1. There we go. Now I'm going to close my laptop because it's super blurry. Also, one thing I want to bring up real quick. I actually got a comment about actually just today, like a few hours before. How long ago was it? It says it was today. I just don't remember. 4 o'clock, so like maybe about 6 hours ago. So yeah, it was relatively recently. I got a comment that was asking about a point I talked about before and asked a few episodes. Is that why do people have the thing for Levi so much? And somebody commented. I can look up the name real quick. It was on my phone. I had it a second ago. I just accidentally clicked off of it. It was Becky J. That's what it was. I believe Becky J's commented on something else before. I don't remember. I gotta double check. But thanks for commenting, Becky. I appreciate it. And she basically says something around lines of, like, the fact that he had a really crappy life, along with like Eren Mikasa, but maybe even worse than Eren Mikasa, which I can dig that. But to be fair, in the world that they live in, it's kind of crappy already. I don't think anyone has a good life. Maybe Sasha at the very least. But I love Sasha though, so I'm okay with that. I don't know. I still love Eren and Mikasa more than Levi. And I guess they mentioned his background a little bit, but again, in the story, his background is not discussed at all. Yet, anyway. I don't know. Maybe in the next few episodes they might go a little bit on his backstory. Or maybe that might be saved for season 2. Or maybe, like, the manga might go in detail. Because I'm reading the manga, sort of. But I'm not reading ahead. Like, I'm still at roughly... I'm still somewhere around Troust in the manga right now. And it's basically, so far, it's the same from the anime. They might change it later. I think there's other stuff that might go in more detail about Levi's past, but again, right now, just based off how the anime presents him, he just seems kind of like an asshole, really. Like, I don't know, he seems interesting. He's like a badass, I guess, but I like Eren more. He's at least more optimistic, and at least he'll stand up for what's right, and stand up for someone's messed up, like, hey, you messed up, kind of thing. But I don't know. I don't know. I just kind of dream of like Levi. Not so much. But anyway, this episode was an interesting one. Basically, it focuses on Annie almost entirely the whole episode. On a day as she goes around in the police squad or whatnot, and they're kind of just doing their patrols. Also, actually, I'm sorry to interrupt this, but it's been bothering me for the last few episodes. Is that my camera is like wobbly. I don't know why. Like, I can kind of move and it wobbles a bit. I don't know if it's like the instability. I'm not sure if my thing's unstable or not. I tried to check it. I've done all sorts of things. I tried tightening lots of things. I tried doing all sorts of adjustments, and it's still wobbly. And it's annoying. If anyone knows how to fix a wobbly camera or a wobbly tripod, let me know in the comments below. Also, thumbs up, subscribe, all that's good stuff. But anyway, it's focused on Annie as she goes on a day kind of patrolling with the police squad, and like they see some illegal activity, and one of the guys tries to stand up and go whatnot, just kind of the side stuff that's happening. And then Armin is all sneaky, and he's like, hey, we need to help you out. We need you to help us out with something. And they lead her there, and basically what they pose is that since Eren at the moment is essentially going to get the death penalty, they're trying to sneak him out long enough so that he won't get the death penalty, basically. And they have John basically posing for him, which is kind of funny. He looks nothing like him, but I like that. It was kind of silly. But hey, the people are stupid. They probably won't know the difference. But yeah, and she helps him out. They're leading him there. And basically, what I said, obviously, at this point, there's going to be spoilers, so it's kind of pointless to say spoiler warning. But if you haven't seen the episode, spoiler warning, this is your moment to stop and go back and watch the episode if you haven't watched it yet. But anyway, basically my theory last week was right. When I saw the preview for this week's episode, I basically said, hey, my prediction was Armin would look at Annie and say, hey, you're the female Titan, we're going to confront you, and just almost literally what they were doing. They brought her to this area. She refused to go any further, and this area is basically a trap where there's all sorts of like scout regiment people hiding and like villagers hiding behind buildings, and they basically confront her and say like, "Oh hey, that's Marco's gear. Did you kill the Titans that we had before?" And she's like, "Oh, who knows?" But like, you totally know it's her. And they confront her, and even Mikasa says, "When you know it's you, Titan or female Titan, depending on what version you watch." And she has a really crazy laugh, which is crazy and creepy and slightly weird looking in both versions. And then right when she's about to bite herself, like all these dudes, like all these villagers, trample her and freaking gag her and crap. But then she has a little ring on her finger that has a little shink thingy on it. And she uses like this go a little quick, like this zoop, and then and she turns to the Titan. And that's basically the end of the episode. It's obviously an interesting episode, but basically the first half is kind of pointless. Here's something random that's happening, just to show what Annie's doing right now. And then after the commercial break, it's like, here's a little more pointless stuff. And then like maybe about a minute or two later, it's like Armin shows up and like, hey, let's progress the plot now. I don't know. I thought it was all right. It was fun for what it was. I give it a 3.5. 3.5. I don't know, I'm trying to do a half symbol. I can't do that with fingers. I guess 3 and like kind of a half finger stick it. I can't do that anyway. 3.5 out of 10. 10, 5. It's 10, 5. Anyway. But yeah, so I don't know. I didn't hate it, but at the same time, I didn't love it. There's a few cool moments with Armin, but for the most part, it was pretty good all the way. But yeah, and then for the sub versus dub comparison, again, every week I kind of say this, but they're both really good. Like, I hear, like, obviously, if you're in the anime community at all, people complain about, like, oh, subs are way better than dubs. If you watch dubs, you're not a real anime fan. Like, and there's all this stuff, and it's like, it's not the other way around. There's no one who's like, oh, dubs are great. If you watch dubs, you're not a real anime fan. Nobody does that. Also, nobody does that voice, to be fair. But I don't know. I like dubs. I really like dubs. But that doesn't mean I hate subs. I'll watch subs. I watch subs normally. If there's a show that's in Japan and I really like it, and it's not coming from America for either a while or, for all we know, just never going to come to America, I'll watch it subbed online. I'm okay with that. But if it's something where if there is a dub version, I'll watch a dub version. Because I don't want to read a show, I want to watch a show. I don't want to sit there and focus my entirety of my focus on like a little show, and if I look away for like a second, I'll miss like a line of dialogue. Especially with like Netflix or Hulu. Like, the way Netflix is built, it's stupid because the little play bar and volume bar is in front of where the subtitles normally are. Unusual thing. Sometimes they have an option just to apply subtitles and it doesn't work like that. But other shows that are like subs are like for like this one or for like Sword Art Online, I guess, or they recently had Devil's a Part-Timer, which people keep telling me that's a good show, which I'll watch it one of these days. But I don't know, it's just a thing where I've never found an issue with dubs. If you like dubs, hell, there's a lot of freaking dub shows that I really like. In fact, I might do that on this channel. If people bother me, badger me, pester me enough, I'll make a countdown of my favorite animes where the dubs are superior to the subs. And badger me about it, and I will do it. Because I want to make more countdowns. I have a countdown or two in the works right now. Obviously, it will have better production quality than this. This is basically a vlog, essentially. A vlog with cool swords in the background. It's hard to tell. Actually, I'm going to make a point of showing this. I don't never leave the camera view very often, but if you do this, if you look back there, that's my little thingy. It's hard to tell because it's really dark out when I do these, but I got the swords and stuff and the little cape. I kind of did that. I kind of did that as like a decoration piece. I'm surprised nobody else has pointed it out yet. But that's it. Also my Anime Expo shirt. And also I just scratched myself on this freaking keyblade. I better get that out of here. I'll just say the dub for today. There are a few lines I feel like they just were better and is more natural sounding in the dub than they were in the sub. But again, there's nothing wrong with the sub at all. The sub's still good. The dub's still good. If like there's a situation where you can only watch like the sub, then go ahead and watch the sub. If you have the option to watch a dub like easily, because right now the only option is like on freaking TV, which I believe, like I said, we're on this next week is the second to last episode, which means after that it's the last episode. So I believe after that they're just gonna do reruns, I guess. Which I think somebody told me that they're just gonna start. They're gonna give it a different time slot, and then they're just gonna, like I said, rerun the whole series from start to end again, I guess. Which I'm okay with that. Also, I might do like a retrospective or something. I might go back and just rewatch the first episode, kind of knowing how the whole series goes, and then seeing how I still respond to it. I'll look back at my first video and see if I think of it the same way as I did last time or not. So I don't know, that'd be cool. I'll think about it. But again, dub, I'll save a little bit on the sub. And again, like I said, next week is the second to last episode. That means I got 2 more vlogs left to do. Ah! I like doing the weekly vlogs. I just need to get a slightly better production of these. Again, they're vlogs. They're not meant to be super crazy in like the quality department. Like they're just kind of a guy or girl or sock puppet. I should do sock puppet format. I don't know. In front of a camera talking about something. Life, whatever, a show in this case. But yeah, so that's it. It'll be great. I don't know. And after that's over, I don't know what else to do. If you guys want to leave comments down below of ideas of what I should do after Attack on Titan is done, please go ahead and do so. Like something anime related, like if there's a new series. I don't know what's coming on Toonami after Attack on Titan's over. I don't watch Toonami, aside from Attack on Titan. I used to watch it back for like Dead Man Wonderland. And I loved it. Dead Man Wonderland, if you haven't watched it, go freaking watch it. It's a good show. And then after Dead Man Wonderland was over, all the anime was kind of the same animes I've been playing over already, and I just kind of didn't care. And then Attack on Titan started. I'm like, you know what? I like this. This is cool. I really like it. That's why I have swords back there. But yeah, so if you have ideas for maybe it doesn't have to be a Toonami show. It could be any show. I almost thought about doing this for Doctor Who, but I've been missing Doctor Who like really bad because of my schedules. Maybe Walking Dead, because Walking Dead just started. That might be a thing. I love Walking Dead. I don't know, but if there's a cool show that's starting after preferably after Attack on Titan, because I don't want to do this and at the same time do another show blog. That'll be kind of annoying. But yeah, if you have ideas, please let me know. I would love to hear all of them. There's no such thing as a stupid idea, so if it's like, oh, review broccoli, and I'll be like, oh, review broccoli. Sure, I'd love to. Just as long as you guys are interacting, I'm cool with that. But anyway, so until next time, it's Element 12, and I'll see you guys later. Peace. Hello everybody, Element 12 here, and welcome to this week's Hello everybody, Element 12 here, and welcome to this week's episode of Review on Titan, the weekly thingamabob where I watch cut.